Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning into Mass Appeal. I'm Seth. This is Ashley, and we figured such a nice day outside. Why don't we get out and grill? Because Memorial Day. It's just a few days away.
How exciting is that, huh? We're outside with a grill.
beautiful.
We're with Kathleen Delaney. She's from MyGreatGrapes.com. Great Grapes Catering. We're making burgers, but we're not just making burgers.
Because everyone can make burgers.
We want to show people how to spice them up and how to cook them the right way.
Absolutely. I mean, the key, first of all, is you gotta get Go Chuck.
Go Chuck?
Go Chuck.
What percentage?
More fat, the better. That's a better burger.
Like an 80-20?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Absolutely. Go more chuck. You could do the 75 if you can. But the other thing is, if you could get a piece of chuck, which is the shoulder, get it and grind it yourself, and don't over grind it. The key is that you want it kind of with the fat and the chunks. Sometimes when you buy it already ground, it's been through the grinder a few too many times, so it kind of makes it mushy.
Well,
You know,
grind it yourself. What if I don't have a meat grinder?
No, you can go to your butcher or your supermarket and say, here's my piece of chuck, this is what I like, it's striated the way I want it, could you please grind it, but only grind it once.
I didn't know you could do that.
And
Yeah,
it's money-saving May, so I bet that's a little bit cheaper, too, if you can do it that way.
It is, and you know, it's just going to make a better tasting burger across the board. Even if you don't do any of the fun, flavor things to it, just do that. And then another great thing that maybe people don't know is that when you make your burgers, do not put the grease on the grill. Do you know what I mean? So if I'm going to use a cooking spray, you absolutely want to put salt and pepper directly on your meat, and then put the cooking spray on both sides,
Really?
so that it doesn't stick to the grill.
Oh,
So
okay.
you could use olive oil, you can use whatever your preference is, but I find it really good to do this. I mean, otherwise it can be dangerous with the aerosol as well.
Okay.
So do not spray your grill.
Now, a lot of people like their meat medium well done, but you don't need to have a dry, disgusting burger. You can put some ingredients in it to juice up the burgers, and you can also use a meat thermometer so
why
that
I
people
pulled it
stay
out.
safe this year.
Well, it's not just that. Your meat, after you make the burger, after you put it on and you get it to a certain temperature, everyone should own these. This is great for food safety. Also, when you take it off, it keeps cooking. So if you get it just a little bit under what you want, say 155 is like medium rare, and that's 160 is the actual safe temperature that you're supposed to do. But some people like it rarer than others do, myself included. But what you can do is you can take it off at like 145, have it rest like you would a steak, and it will keep cooking. But and as soon if you just leave it and let it rest, it's the same thing with a steak, so that the juices don't flow out of it immediately. You want the juices to stay in. So when you're making a patty, you want to make sure that you don't. I like to do it a little bit round,
Okay.
so that when you cook it, if you flatten it all out, it's more likely to fall apart that way. So that's and then like I said, salt and pepper right away onto the meat.
Right on it.
Always salt and pepper your meat.
Now I have one of those little patty makers.
Oh,
You know?
cool.
Well, is it cool?
I think so.
Or should I use my hands?
You
One
know
of the
what?
little, like,
Everybody has
you
their
make
preference.
it. Oh, okay.
Everybody has their preference. We're just gonna go. So don't smush it too much.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
See, I made the mistake already.
Smush paw. See, these are French burgers.
A smush paw.
So and make sure you do both sides. And then, now listen, I like a good, my kids really like salsa and cheese, and I like black beans. So I do what they call like a Southwestern kind of burger.
Right.
But some people just put those things on top. I say forget about it.
Put 'em
I go
inside?
right into it. And I'm gonna move.
Let's do some of those. Here we go.
I'm
I'll
gonna
take
move
these
this out
off.
here. Yep. And I'm gonna take my salsa.
Oh, in a bowl.
In a bowl. Like
Okay.
honestly, some people make meatloaf that way. You can
Right.
go and you can put whatever you want in it. Here we go. A little bit
Oh,
of
yeah.
salsa. Now, depending on how many you're making,
Yep.
you really want to just some black beans.
You want cheese in the burger, too?
Oh yes, I do.
Great idea.
I do.
Oh, it's
and
gonna
some onions. Now I have a couple different
you want me to mix it up?
creations. Yes, please. Thank you, Seth.
Yeah,
So
I'm
this
trying to
is
make
like
life
the
easier.
Southwest style burger.
Yeah, I call it my salsa burger, and I really enjoy it. Now you could put green onions in it. You could put garlic. You could put whatever makes you happy.
But you know what's great too? You could cook the heck out of it, and because there's the onions and things that
Absolutely.
bleed out some water, it's going to be a moist burger no matter what.
Absolutely. And like I said, go with the higher fat content. You're going to be happier. So now another little trick that I use. Now you want to have a little surprise in your burger?
Yes.
Yes.
Make
Scary?
a
Is
little,
it a scary
I don't know if I
surprise?
want
It's
that
not.
surprise.
It's just fun.
Oh, okay.
I like to take like a little a little mozzarella ball with a little
great
oil in
idea.
it, and put it in the middle, and the kids don't really know it, and then when they go in there, they're getting a
Surprise.
double protein, and they have a really great. It melts on the inside, so you don't even need to put your you don't even need to.
That's
put your,
a good surprise.
yeah, it's really good. So kids will eat that. I do it with blue cheese as well. Let's try a blue cheese.
Great
burger.
idea, yeah.
Same deal. Same little hidden trick. And honestly, with the amount of fat in the burger, it shouldn't be a problem to put your cheese in there and have it ooze out. So
I love it.
I love it. It's
Hey,
fun.
what we're gonna do too, because a lot of people are worried about saving money this time of year, and a lot of
Yes.
people are worried about staying safe when they're grilling. So on our website, mymassappeal.com, we're gonna put a little list of tips on how you can save money during cookout season and how you can stay safe when you're cooking burgers and other things on the grill.
Yes, absolutely. And always use, you can use whatever you have in your garden as well. Like if you had basil, that'd be great. If you had rosemary. I make a great Greek burger. I put my my leftover Greek salad, pitted olives, whatever, mix it with your beef.
Mix it
and,
in,
And again,
yeah, the
you
feta
don't have
cheese.
you don't have to just use beef. You could use ground chicken. You can use ground turkey. Ground turkey's great with other things in it because that increases the fat content and it helps it cook a little bit so it doesn't get so dry.
So you can really get creative and
Absolutely.
and
Any
don't
flavor
just buy
factor
the
you like.
pre-made patties
No.
because that kind of really does stifle what
Absolutely
you can
not.
do.
But make sure you own a thermometer. Make sure go out. They're like a few bucks. They're not even maybe $5 for, and it gives you a guideline on the side for every type of.
Oh, that's
So
what
if you
I
don't-
need.
So if you don't haven't been Serve Safe certified, you still get a guideline of what's proper
Good.
for good temperatures.
Kathleen, we're going to throw those on the grill. We'll be back to check in,
Great.
which I can't wait for. And again, the recipe is on our website. Thanks, Kathleen.
You
Seth,
bet.
you're taking care of that?
I'm Grill Master today.
Perfect.
right.
Stay tuned. More Massive Meal coming up.
Welcome back to Mass Appeal. I wish you could smell what we're smelling right now because our burgers, they're almost done.
They are almost done. Now, Kathleen Delaney is here from Great Grapes Catering.
It is true.
We've got the burgers on the grill. Now, the important thing to stress is to make sure that you are keeping in mind food safety.
Yes.
Absolutely. Again, get a food thermometer. Get one. It's just they're not expensive, and they're going to save you a lot of guesswork as well as keep you nice and healthy. So you really want to cook your meat to 160. And that is the absolutely medium, really good way to go. And it'll still be moist because if you get the chuck that I suggested
Yeah.
and grind it once,
Just
then you
once.
will definitely have a great, a really moist burger with a lot of flavor. You don't lose flavor.
And I think another piece of safety that everyone knows, but everybody always forgets, is the time before you put the burgers on the grill and time after you take them off.
Absolutely.
Eat them quickly, cook them quickly, because you don't want them.
Sitting around.
Yeah, because there's that temperature range after the gets out of the refrigerator and before you cook it. That's the danger zone.
Absolutely. And the other thing is you got to watch out for cross-contaminating. Like if you're cooking other things, you want to make sure that your meat, your raw meat, is on its own cutting board or in its own place, and you do not, cross-contaminate, because that's where you can have problems as well.
Right.
So really, just be safe and be thoughtful and mindful of, how you're handling your food.
Now, let's talk about the food.
Yes.
Okay. How do you grill the perfect burger, Kathleen?
Personally, I think I've just done it.
Obviously,
Okay.
right?
Only one flip, right?
Only one flip,
Only
no
one.
smush. You
Oh,
got
that drives me
No
nuts when I
smush.
see people
Oh.
smushing.
'Cause what
Oh, I'm a
happens is
smusher.
I know, but all the
Get out.
flames come up and really
it's
overcook
my.
the
I'm like cook. That's
Why
what I
would
do
you don't?
because I'm impatient.
I thought we were friends.
I just smush it to make the process
Go
go
ahead and
faster. But now I know I will never smush again.
You don't have to smush. And the other thing, so
Smusher.
we've waited, we've checked our things. We're at 160. I've taken the salsa burgers up because I don't want them to burn because they have black beans and all good stuff in them. So they will, they're perfect. So these guys are ready to rock. And we have a couple different options. Now, if you want to be healthy about the whole thing, which I sure do, and take the bread out, go ahead. Make yourself a lovely salad. Let's put down
Ooh,
our
lovely.
salsa burgers.
Plus, you got all those veggies in there anyway, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then
Oh,
you
that
can put
looks
whatever. You can put salsa on the top. You can put all the stuff you put in it. You can also put on the top.
Oh, I thought you
Right.
could throw, if you're doing the salsa burger, a little sour cream on
you
top.
can do that. You can also find if you've got good
Speaking my
avocados, you have lovely. So here, put some cheese on that to make it look lovely on the top.
Will do.
And then
Look
we're
at
all set with our
that.
mozzarella burger. I'm
So
just
that
gonna
one-
put them actually
Yes.
here. I've got different options of bread. I like that really dense, like pumpernickel health bread. I really like that because it's thin and it'll hold up with lettuce and tomato and everything on
Wow.
it. But some
So-
people just want a traditional bun.
Here they are, Kathleen. Delicious burgers. Thank you so much
you.
for your tips, advice, and these amazing recipes.
And